Good morning, good morning. It's day 75 and today I wish I was Inspector Gadget with my extendable arm because I've lost my tripod. One of my tripods, I've brought 4 with me. But yeah, I lost it yesterday, not sure where, towards the end of the day. But yeah, might need to find a replacement for sure. They couldn't find it.
Yeah, what are you going to do with only 3 tripods left?
I know, I don't know.
And it feels like my eye is on the mend. The stinging has kind of gone, so hopefully I'll start looking a bit more normal and not getting really paranoid when people sort of double take me. They kind of focus on my eyes and I see them flip down, like focus on one eye. It just makes me really paranoid.
Like you lost the fight.
More like don't get near me with your infection.
But we are going on search for trail 10. The sun was shining, but it is not now, so we have our brollies. And yeah, Tim's done the research on this, so I think
I've done the research, so let's hope it doesn't end up really, really badly and we don't end up making Cameron Highlands daily news. I have done a bit of research, but I've got the start point, and then really all you have apart from that is it's not particularly well marked. It says it's about, I don't know, 1.5 kilometres, takes about an hour. So yeah, we'll see. I double checked with Suresh before we left that there was nothing to worry about in the jungle. He said no, it's an easy trail, so let's give it a go. Lost in the jungle maybe. Tanah Rate there in the background. We've just briskly walked through on our way to trail 10. It's named after, or the name means flatland, because it's a relatively flat patch of land in the centre of the Highlands. It's one of 8 towns and it's the administrative centre, so the police station, the hospital, the banks and services are all located here. It's 200 kilometres north of Kuala Lumpur, down a winding treacherous road that we traversed on our way here by bus. So much so that the bus driver in no uncertain terms said if you're sick you clean it up. Fair play to him. That track was the initial trail that was hacked out by William Cameron in 1885. He was a government explorer and geologist who surveyed the area. Nothing was really done until about the 1930s when tourism was developed, and it's the oldest tourist spot in Malaysia. I can see why. It's so cool, there's no humidity, and it's very like Europe. So the colonists like to come here when they wanted to remind themselves of Europe and they were homesick. Let's see if we can find this trail. Just had a dog chase off a man who ran.
It's because
yeah.
I don't think he looked a bit scared on.
Yeah, he legged it real quick, and it wasn't even a very big dog.
No,
I don't know if he should be out walking.
It looked like he was trying to cross. He didn't like crossing a path, so he was trying to do a shortcut. And then as he walked down, the dogs were like, "No," and he was like, "Okay, no." So yeah, he's kind of gone somewhere.
Rain's coming. Everyone's got their umbrella with them.
I think we're on the right track. However, there's 2 girls with backpacks, so we're just following them. And it reminds me of when I'm in the UK, and sometimes, or not even in the UK, but when you're driving around and you're like, I need to go to the back roads, and then you look and you see a guy or a driver and you think they know the back routes, and you follow them, and then they start to park into their drive and you're like, oh crap. Hi. Oh dear. they stopped. I think they're following us now. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, just follow it. Thanks. I know, did you not hear? He was like, see under the sign, it says Trail 10? Follow that.
Starts off steep, Sarah. I think you've got better now. You've got Converse, zero grip.
Oh, that's where it starts? Okay, I think I might need to take my top off first. Not my top, my long sleeve. But I can see if it's raining, this will not be good. All right, long sleeve off, hair tied up. I'm ready for you. I don't know how we're going to get back down again. There was one bit, there was no footing. Okay, let's go there. Oh, was he?
Looks like it could be quite a busy trail, which I kind of like to see. A couple of hikers who were behind us, they've overtaken us now. I'm not sure they wanted to take the lead, to be honest, but yeah, I'm not really up for a multiple person expedition. This is me and Sarah all the way, so hopefully they do all right. They look less confident than we did, to be fair.
Yeah, the guy did say be careful on the roots, they're the slippery parts.
Okay.
I mean, I think the leaves and the moss are also the slippery parts.
Oh man, I do not want to get that in my Crocs.
Oh, you can take the phone. Well, I think we should go to camera. The dude said this was the easy track. The guy was like, yeah, avoid the roots. There's roots everywhere. Okay, what happens now? Down this way?
So it looks like if you were coming up from the back of the construction site, maybe this is the entrance here. And it's not particularly well signposted, but if you look carefully, you can see the footprints and the rope. So that's the giveaway.
And we've already done the rope climb. Look at the powder. Okay. I mean, that just looked like a dead end. I do like the roots make a staircase. So, yeah, it's a cool staircase.
This jungle pathway or staircase to the top, a slippery one with all the roots, is ancient. So yesterday we found out the mossy forest was 200 million years old, and I imagine this is pretty old too. It does look like it is. It's got the moss growing and it has the feel of age. When I was doing a little bit of research on this trail and trails in general in the Cameron Highlands, it did say that there are superstitions surrounding these places, and that when you come here you need to be respectful to the spirits of the forest. So you ask for permission when taking the loo, and you tread carefully, and you're mindful of the environment. So I'm used to speaking to plants, so I'm in my element. Hey,
Hi there.
good hike up? Oh,
Yep.
down. Yeah.
Down.
How far is it to the top roughly?
1.5 kilometers.
Oh, okay, not too bad.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll make it
Yeah.
without calling for help.
Yeah, man, you can, sir.
I'm really enjoying this walk. the root system, it just creates a really good stepping. And it reminds me again of home when we go for walks. There's certain sections that have this root system, but this is just on another level. Whew. Yeah, but if it's raining, do not do this. I mean, look how grand that looks. Just love it. Hello, Tim. Taking a little break. Definitely not doing trail 6. I think 10 is enough. But yeah, interesting when we go down. There's a lot of sand around the place.
We've been climbing up the steps for about 1 kilometre and we've reached a little flat section. How you doing, Sarah?
Enjoying the flat section. Can't even talk. Oh, look at the rays of light coming in.
So it's flat, but there are big pools of what look like clayey kind of mud, so I need to be careful in the Crocs because after a certain level water comes in and I do not want mud and water in my shoes. That'll make it really difficult.
No. I found a hobbit home. So I've got my fan out because that intense itchy and sensation is coming back when I get hot. So need this to cool me down. Eee. These ladies have told us we have 5 minutes more. Hopefully they are not lying. How are you finding it?
There's a really nice breeze. So we've got a drop on this side and a drop on this side. So it's a ridge running through the centre and there's an updraft from both sides. I'm going to catch a bit of that and try and stop sweating. It's not humid, but it's high elevation. You can feel there is less oxygen in the air, so taking a few breaks here and there. Yeah, good. I'm liking it up here. I can kind of start to feel the sun glimmer through the top. That's nice. Nice bit of sun at the top. Well, not the top, but...
Yeah. Is that the top? There's one track down here.
So maybe that's trail 6. We're right below the pylon, and I think this is where track 10 and track 6 separate, and we want to carry on track 10
so we're going
up
there,
the hill.
And then actually it splits a little bit more there. So there's a route down here, but there's a split, and that's 6 there and that's 10 here.
Okay.
So and then we go to Mount Jasar. Is the pylon Mount Jasar? Or maybe no, this is Mount Jasar. That's just a pylon on Mount Jasar. So we're at the T-junction, and this is 6, and then this is 10. So 6, this is 10 here. 6 is a longer route, so we might just do 10, but there's no signage. And Google Maps, they don't have this route, so I'm using my Apple Maps. So yeah.
Hopefully Apple Maps is better than Apple Weather.
Yeah, but yeah, no signs. Anyway, this way, 10. Oh my god, look at that drop. Be careful. That's why. That flimsy bit of tape. But look at that view.
think this is worthy of Thailand.
Okay, yeah, be careful, look. You don't want to get a wrong footing there.
That's going to get eroded away, isn't it?
Yeah. Ooh. Ow. We are literally walking through the jungle. I think we're nearly to the top, but it's really funny. The symbol that the logo that has Mount Jazar pinned at the top of this mountain, so there's a fly, has a dumbbell which represents a gym. So either there's a gym at the top or this is our gym. Definitely getting a workout. I'm not sure if it's good or bad, but it's quite interesting to have the pylon here.
Yeah, it's probably part of the reason why the path is here. Well, no, I reckon it's an ancient trail, but I have found a nice little seat next to the mozzie breeding pit. It's to deal with the water runoff, so it channels it down. They've all got it down the hills here, you can see it. Here as well, they kind of look like stepping stones, which I'm sure they can be used as, but I think it's to break up the flow of water. Yeah, clever.
Energy. See, maybe this is the mozzie forest with all the mozzie pits. That's what I'm going to call it. Mozzie forest. Just renamed it.
It'll allow it so it doesn't build up behind the concrete face, so it'll release water so it doesn't get pushed off, but they want most of it to come down the drainage channel and out, I reckon.
I'm sure you can spot our hotel somewhere here. Get a close up. Is that the top there?
Yeah, if you just go up there, it's like, I'll let you know, about 20 metres.
Okay.
Really nice.
Cool.
You get a nice view, but I think
This is a better. Last little bit, apparently.
Is it?
I think this might be the top.
I think it is. There's our marker stone.
So I'm standing on the tallest part of this mountain and all I want to sing is Moana, make way, Moana is hard to do. Don't know the words still. Oh, I think this was the highest point, not that one.
So I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say this is probably the high point, or the one that they've deemed the high point, because that looks a little bit like a trig point to me. But yeah, I don't know. What's it say? HY266. Yeah. I think that the view from up here, although it's higher, it's far more obstructed. You've only really got one viewpoint down the slope.
It's all clouded over at the moment.
So yeah, the other viewpoint looks down over Tanah Rate and the surrounding kind of area and the flatlands. This is the top. Let's double check on a map. This is the top.
I think so. I can't really see anything else that's higher than us, but yeah, let's double check.
I'm going to hold my nerve. I'm sitting on the edge. It feels safe though. And behind me, Tanah Rate, where we've just come from. It is the flatlands. You can see all around it. It's mountainous terrain with a little central flat heartland. Perfect for building. And not too far, I don't know. I would say it's a couple of kilometres to get here. Probably a 1.5 kilometre hike up the mountain. This is definitely the best viewpoint. But you might as well go up the top. It's only a couple of minutes further to say you've conquered the mountain. But yeah, I think we'll chill here. The sun's come out. And try not to get cancer from the electricity pylon that is stuck here. It's top of hills, isn't it? You're going to have communications and pylons, but...
And I was thinking, it's quite good because when we're down there, we can see this and go, that's where we were. I'm trying to spot our hotel.
Okay, so find the zenith. So there's the zenith, there's the construction site, and we're just up from there, so we're around there.
Behind the building, maybe you can't see it.
That's what I think anyway. So my suggestion for the authorities here is they should cut this back along this bank, and then you'd get what, like a probably 200-degree view maybe? Or perhaps if they were feeling adventurous, they could put some kind of viewing platform up here, maybe use the electricity pylon. I don't know whether the electricity company would be cool with that. Yeah, if I was one of those Storer boys, I'd be up that straight away.
I've got a butterfly trying to land on me.
Comes back there.
Hello, butterfly. Hello, butterfly. So that butterfly just landed on my neck and I was about to squat it because I thought it was a fly. Luckily I didn't.
That would have killed your bad luck for the next 50 years.
I know.
Killed your bad luck? That would have been good. Killed your good luck.
Okay, we're going to do our descent down. And the question is it harder down or harder up?
Look, if only we could zip line it down
One of those.
down the cables with the electricity pylon.
Yeah, maybe not. We'll probably be like that by the time we get to the bottom. But yeah, let's see. I think it's going to be harder down.
That would be a sick zip line though, wouldn't it? You could do that.
It would be.
Not on the pylons, obviously, but... This is my favourite section. It reminds me of the Chantries. Sandy soil,
does.
big trees, dappled light coming through. Obviously the trees are different, they'd be deciduous where we are in Guildford, but similar feel. Yeah, could be back in England here.
And it's
Especially
cool.
if your eyesight's failing like mine, so everything's a little bit blurry, I can't tell the difference.
But it's nice and cool. So on the way up, my umbrella was a right pain. One, I dropped it, and two, Tim had to carry it the whole way, just because it was hard. But on the way down, it actually gives you extra leverage and helps.
I'm glad it was a pain for you on my behalf as well. That's very, very thoughtful of you.
See, I am. I'm thoughtful like that. It was a pain because I can feel his pain.
Flatlands are done and it's time to start doing the more tricky descent now. So this is going to come in handy, and we just let a group pass, and I think they thought I was Brazilian because I was greeted with an obrigado. I've never had that before, but fair play, I replied obrigado and we went about our merry way.
Hello, butterfly. Hello, butterfly. No butterfly? No butterfly.
Look at me, I'm so British with my umbrella. Just need a bowler hat.
I know, but stop jumping. You're going to slip. It's slippy here. Oh, I thought I had longer legs than I have. Careful. You're not Tarzan.
I like this because it reminds me of Prince of Persia, when you get to like a stage and you have to try and figure out the route down. So yeah, there's multiple options and they have different hardness levels, but yeah, I'm not going to flip it.
Yeah, no jumping please, you're not the Prince of Persia. You've got to do the crab walk. The crab walk. The old woman crab walk. That's what this is. Let's concentrate now. Have a little twist and a push. Actually, going down seems quite easy. You're not out of breath. The only bits, because there's good root systems, that's what helps. But only when there's like really sandy bits, you have to be careful. But I was wrong. I thought going down was going to be harder. But we're not down yet, so I won't speak too early. Well, I have, but I might change my mind. So Tim is telling people climbing up that they're nearly there, 15 minutes.
I've been that guy selling them a false sense of security. We're almost at the bottom. It's so much quicker coming down.
Yeah, and they're like, that woman was like, oh really? Yeah, she's going to be so disappointed.
Surprised, didn't she?
Yeah.
I think it's just there, literally.
Oh really?
Yeah, they probably thought this is a pretty rubbish trail. It's only like 20 metres long.
I know.
I did defend my Crocs though. He looked down at my feet and said, oh, I thought I wore the wrong shoes in his like cream white espadrilles. I was like, no man, these are amazing. I'm gonna wash these off and they'll be like new in 2 seconds. Yours are done.
I'm gonna try and get you some affiliation code. You're like the Croc representative.
I wonder what the record for going up that is.
Speed?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. 10 minutes?
Oh no, I don't know.
If you could like proper sprint up it.
Yeah, but that creates danger. Kangaroo.
And back where we started.
Right, I'm going to chuck the umbrella down first.
I'll take it. This is the point on the trail where you may have a little bit of confusion figuring out where to go. You just got to look for the rope and the steps into the bank. Possibly you're going to come up from this direction, or we came up from this direction. But it's a well frequented track. There's been a constant stream of hikers heading up. You're not going to be on your own for more than 5 minutes at a pop, I don't reckon.
No, yeah, it's busy.
It's busy, it's free, so I think it's definitely worth doing. I really enjoyed that. It's fun, there's a sense of adventure, there's some great different terrains. There's steeped, there's stepped, there's flat, and then there's nice and chilling in the glorious sun right at the top.
I enjoy that. And I like things like this. It's a workout, but you don't feel like you're working out. Well, you do, but it's fun at the same
Just
time.
heard all the complaining on the way up. We
There
stopped
was
for
no
about 4 million breaks.
I needed some water.
Come on, Scraggly Puff, we need to go.
By the way, scraggly path is because I've got baby hair. But we have decided to go an alternative route, the route that our hotel owner said to go down. It seems quite sandy, and let's hope there's no dogs lurking around in this bit. But yeah, let's try it.
Come on, Snaggletooth, let's go.
Snaggletooth! All the names are coming out. This is how mean he is. He gets me to go down here. He calls me Scraggly Puff. He calls me Snaggletooth. Made it.
So here's the other entrance up, behind the Oli apartments, through a construction site. Behind me is the sign that we passed pointing this way up to the top, and if you want you can just go into the car park here through the construction site, and at the sandbank at the back you can cut a little bit out if you want, but yeah, why not do the whole trail? You might as well.
We made it. Definitely going up was harder than going down.
100%. That may not have been the case if it was raining though.
No,
Yeah.
but I don't think you would do it when it's raining.
Yeah, give it a go, really good, and back in time for late lunch.
That's what I like to see. Well, not a dog on the lead, but definitely a dog out on a lead while you're walking past.
Yeah, it begs an interesting question. I don't like seeing dogs chained, and there are a few in cages here outside houses, but in the grand scheme of things I kind of prefer that when I'm walking down the street. Something I never thought I'd hear myself say, to be honest. Glorious summer's day now, and I'm glad we've done that hike. But when I was researching it yesterday, I typed in Cameron Highlands hiking, and literally the first 3 things that came up were tiger sightings in the Highlands and them just crossing the pathways and stuff, and they dated from about a year ago. But it definitely made me think, do I really want to be doing this? And maybe I didn't show it as much as I was feeling it to Sarah, and I kind of double checked with Suresh at the desk, and he guaranteed me there weren't tigers in the area. But yeah, I don't know, I'm glad I did it, but what are you going to do against a tiger? A stick is going to do absolutely nothing.
Or you can offer it tea. You know that storybook, that children's book, the tiger that has tea or something like that.
Yeah, back to the real world, you're dead.